Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll update you on the Ferris State softball team. We'll check in with Bulldog hockey, and finally, we'll talk men's tennis. But first, we'll start with Bulldog softball. And joined by assistant coach Kristine Dolunt. And Kristine, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hard to believe here in the middle of April, but already the Bulldogs have played 40 games this season. Just talk about the opportunity you've had to play that many games here early on in the season.
It's been a great opportunity to be able to start a season in February, go down to Alabama, get a jump start on things before a lot of other teams in the conference. Was a really good experience, helped prepare us for Florida. Went down to Florida, got 18 games in, so that was great to be outside. We really feel that playing all those games before the GLIAC started helped prepare us, helped the team mesh together, was able to work a lot of the kinks out, and just really prepare the team for the conference. We're really young with only one senior, so the girls getting used to playing with each other. It really helped being able to play all those games before conference started. So when conference started, we basically had almost an entire season under our belts. Right
into the heart of the conference schedule now, 16-game homestand here, and for a student athlete, for a player, the time of year you like to see when you're playing games almost every other day.
Yeah, it's been good for them. It's challenging, making sure they're keeping up on their academics and school and stuff. But other than that, like, it's great to be playing at home with our brand new facility, our batting cages. The girls seem to be enjoying it, being at home. We've had a great crowd. The weather so far so good. It's been beautiful out. So we've had a lot of people come out and support us, and it's just been really great to play at home, not have to deal with the traveling, and just be able to be on our home field in front of our home fans.
Started off this past weekend on Saturday against Tiffin University, very good team in the conference. Talk about that matchup with Tiffin on Saturday and what went well for the Bulldogs, maybe what were some areas that could have been improved upon.
Tiffin's been playing really well so far this season. They've been at the top of the conference. They beat some pretty good teams in Florida, some ranked teams. So they've been having a good year. Their pitching is pretty much their story right now. Their pitchers shut us down, and we made a couple errors defensively. But other than that, you know, we hit the ball. We just couldn't push anything through. And you know, our girls, they battled. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. And that's the main thing that we're focusing on, is that whether we're down, we keep fighting until the end, and I mean, we showed that on Sunday.
Kind of like the two games on Saturday, a lot of games that have been very close here this season with a young team, hopefully some experiences to learn as you move toward the future.
Exactly, yeah, we've lost a lot of one to two run games, but it's learning experience, and like I said, you know, we have such a young team. Our whole infield is sophomores and freshmen right now. They haven't played together a full season yet, so for them working together, I can't imagine what they're going to be like by the time they're juniors and seniors. I mean, they've improved so much just from February when we started in Alabama, so I see big things coming from them.
You mentioned some of the facility upgrades here earlier on in the segment, and new scoreboard, new batting cages. Talk about some of those improvements and how that helps the environment.
We worked really hard to get the batting cages and the bullpen set up, and so far we love it. The girls love it. It makes more productive practices, being able to have that in our game warm-ups. It's just so much better to be able to come to your home field and knowing that you have this nice facility. And you know, Tiffin and Ohio Dominican and Lake Erie and Ashland all complimented us on the new facility and how much they enjoyed, you know, their pregame in it, and thanked us for the opportunity. And just really, they said it was one of the nicest facilities in the GLIAC, and that's something that we're very proud of.
Two competitive games against Tiffin on Saturday, but not a lot of time for the Bulldogs really to rest on those two games. You come back on Sunday facing Ohio Dominican, and great effort against Ohio Dominican on Sunday.
Ohio Dominican, it was a great game. The girls really rebounded. They came out swinging right away. I mean, I think we had 13 or 14 hits in that first game. So it was really good for us to get the bats going and stringing some hits together early. Rachel Gabrielson had a breakout game. You know, she's been injured for a while, so kind of just been here and there, and she came and she really stepped up and led us that game tremendously. Came up clutch in sixth, seventh, and the eighth inning, got the game-winning RBI walk-off, so that was really big for her and really big for our team. She's very positive and keeps us going, and it was really a great time for her to step up and be the leader that she is.
Both games on Sunday went to extra innings, both of them decided by one run, but the Bulldogs pull out both wins, and certainly has to give you some confidence as you look ahead to the rest of the schedule.
It does. We had a lot of players step up in these two games. Sarah Johnson is our leadoff. She always is a big spark for us, and she really came to play. Like I said, Rachel, she really did a great job, and freshman Emily Reed had some big RBIs, came up clutch in the top of the 7th inning in that second game. She came up and hit a double to score 2 runs to tie the game to send us into extra innings. So that was a great job by them. They really stayed set on the top of our lineup, and our bottom of our lineup got us going too. We were down, 3-1, and they came up and just found ways to get on base so our top could bring them around. And so it was a great team effort by everyone.
Did it both offensively and defensively. You got the walk-off hit in Game 1. Game 2, they had the tying run at third, but defensively you were able to shut them down there in that final inning.
Yeah, we did a great job. Our pitchers did a great job on Sunday. Megan Heiler threw a great game in Game 1, and Stacy threw a great game in Game 2. And Kara came in as our senior, and she shut them down both times. No fear, she went out there and she got the job done, and she led us. And it was a great all-around team effort for us.
You get those 2 wins on Sunday. Not a lot of time here as you have a bunch of games coming up here starting on Wednesday against Wayne State, Friday Lake Superior, Saturday Grand Valley, Monday Saginaw Valley, but all at home, and certainly that has to be a nice addition to the schedule. Yeah,
it's good. We're excited to keep playing at home, and we're feeling good after our 2 wins against Ohio Dominican, and we're hoping to keep it rolling against Grand Valley on Wednesday. And they're a good team, and Wayne State's a good team, and Saginaw Valley is a good team. So we just have to play our softball. I believe that we can compete with anyone in the conference, and our team feels the same way. So we just got to come ready to go, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
All right, in the middle of that conference race right now, what does it take to get into the GLIAC tournament, to win some games here down the stretch and try and to secure a postseason berth?
We just got to win. We got to put our bats together, and we got to put our fielding and our pitching together. When we play all around, we are unstoppable. I believe that we can beat anyone. We just have to put all of it together all at the same time. Just got to keep our bats going, and our pitchers got to just keep doing their job. And I believe that we'll play behind them, and we'll be all right, and we'll make the tournament.
With so many games here under your belts, what have been some of the biggest areas of improvement for some of your younger kids here over the course of 40 games?
Definitely, I would have to say their fielding. Sarah Johnson and Bailey Darwin have done a tremendous job on the left side. For Sarah playing shortstop as a sophomore, played last year, but Bailey stepping in and starting at third this year. They really have worked well together. We've had a lot more double plays this year than we did last year. So our middles are really working well together. And our freshmen have stepped up. They are impact players, and they've done a great job stepping in a role and putting the ball in play and coming up with some really big hits for us. So, overall, I think that they've done a great job.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on the 2 wins over Ohio Dominican on Sunday, and best of luck here in this busy stretch coming up for the Bulldogs.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.